Welcome back, listeners, to the Hip Pause Podcast. This is episode number 33. My name's Ayman.
And I'm David.
David, that was not quick enough. We talked about this. You're supposed to jump right in.
All right, let's do it one more time.
It's too late. Forget it. We're a one-take show, okay? We're one take. One take or nothing.
Can I say I've missed this? The last podcast I was by myself.
You were, yeah. You did a great job as well. You even explained what we do, like, really well. Better than I normally do. So let me try though. Let me try.
Totally unscripted.
Yeah.
But go.
Oh yeah, I could tell. Yeah, let me try anyway. We are the podcast that I failed already. We watch YouTube so you don't have to. We are your own personal YouTube recommendation service.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I just came up with that one. I kind of stole it from you a little bit, to be honest, but you know.
And the fact that you hate YouTube's own recommendations, so
yeah,
now you're the new and improved.
It's kind of a humble brag, slight bit of a diss, throwing shade on YouTube and their own terrible recommendation service. But you know, I kind of like that. I like that about it. You know, they need to know the people aren't happy.
I was thinking the same thing, but then I also realized I wouldn't mind working at Google one day in their YouTube, department. I was thinking, would they ever hear these kind of things we've said?
I don't know. we should record this onto some tapes and sort of just post them. You know, burn some CDs, just post them off. They can't ignore it if it's a physical thing, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
How many CDs do you reckon they receive? To be honest, they're probably going straight in the bin, like danger kind of thing.
It's one of the jobs of the receptionist, like any FedEx from anyone anonymous,
straight in the
bin.
It
away. Yeah,
yeah.
But hey, at the same time, I reckon that they like criticism. So,
David, this is actually great. We should actually write YouTube a letter, like, guys, great job, great work, we love you.
Ooh, a letter with like
We'll sign it, the two of us. We love you, but fix your recommendations, fix your autoplay.
Yeah. People take things serious when they see like a fountain pen, curly writing, and all that. Like, this is serious.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'll show this to the CEO. What's her name? I think her name's Susan, something like that.
Oh wow.
I think. I only know because PewDiePie bitches about her sometimes.
Oh right.
Yeah. So this week we are going to be talking about our weeks, or in fact, it's been 2 weeks since we were last together. So our 2 weeks of YouTube watching. Give you some recommendations. We'll be talking about the news. There's actually a fair bit of news. I mean, don't worry, it's YouTube. None of it's important, but anyway, some of it's interesting. And that's basically going to be it. So what's up with you, David? What have you been watching these past couple of weeks?
Not too much though. I won't lie. I've been kind of watching anime.
Oh,
I don't even know why I'm on this podcast.
Yeah, what do you even hear? Go to a different. I would name an anime podcast, but I don't know any. But go over there, get lost.
Yeah. Hitanime.com coming soon.
Hey, that's good.
But yeah,
that's ours. Don't steal that.
Out of the little I've watched, I gotta say that. So okay, first of all, PewDiePie, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of him.
Guy. Yeah. You know the thing that I might be just late to the party, but you know when he said that Twitch thought thing, and he had that little kind of news article written about him and how he treats women, blah blah blah. So I just looked at his Instagram, and he's got like a picture. I don't know if you've seen it, where he's holding a gun, and it's like the caption is like, "When someone says Twitch thought, this is me." It's like. I don't know how to take that. It's funny, but then it's like a backlash at his apology. It's like hilarious.
Yeah, but thing is, that's so PewDiePie all over, because he didn't really apologize as well, because the person that he was criticizing at the time was just being awful as well. She was much worse than anything he did. That was the one. Do you remember where he called her a thought? He didn't really even call her a thought directly. He was just like, collectively, Twitch thoughts, and she was on the screen for a couple of seconds, and she saw that and was like, "Can we copyright strike PewDiePie?" And she has a company that does it for her. She was boasting about how, I make a few $100 a month just from copyright striking people, that don't deserve it. And it's like,
It's just
wow, you are bottom of the barrel, terrible person, awful YouTuber, and all-round bad person.
I know, like the fact that you could do that with such ease as well. Oh my
I
God.
know. Again, it's kind of a YouTube thing. In fact, this brings us back to the thing you talked about last week, Alex Jones, and the H3 podcast and everything. So they were speaking about Alex Jones, and because he'd been recently banned across everything, their stream just automatically got taken down by someone. And YouTube were like, "Oh, sorry for that." But those guys essentially lost out on 2 hours worth of live content and revenue. It's like, wow.
Yeah, and it's not like you're gonna get reimbursed or anything.
Yeah.
Like, screw you, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So they need to fix everything. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. What else you been watching? Well, why did you bring up PewDiePie anyway?
I don't know. For some reason, I just checked his channel. I was scrolling through it. I was like, actually, let me check his Instagram just to see what it's like, because I know he's got the whole clothing brand and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was also because apparently a little small thing, but KSI apparently just called him out, so to speak. Just said a few things about him when he was.
Let's get to that. Let's
Yeah.
talk about that in the news section.
Oh, that counts as news. Awesome.
Yeah,
that's YouTube, everybody.
That's this. I mean, that is the stupidest story I think we've got this week. Anyway, let's.
So yeah, I've been watching. There's a YouTube channel called Super Best Friends.
Oh, have we spoken about them before? We have, right?
Not sure. Maybe in here and there. But they're just 4 guys who play games. They've done it for years and years. But they played a game recently that was just. I just love really dumb games that should trend, like a Goat Simulator. But this one was like what do you call it? It's like a mother. Being a mother to like a little baby, and you just having to like deal with all the crap that it causes.
What you mean, literally?
It just reminds me of all those little games, like when Total Biscuit and his wife were playing. Is it Octodad?
Oh yeah, Octodad. Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly, I just love watching videos where people are just whining at a simple task that is a game.
Yeah. That's cool. Octodad was actually really good. I played that. Me and one of my friends played through the whole thing start to finish. It's only a few hours, but with the co-op mode, so one person controls like one half the body, and the other person controls the other half.
That's the best way to play it.
It is. It was actually so much fun. We honestly had such a good time. We were just like drinking beers, laughing at this stupid game. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah. And then kind of still not really on the gaming side, but another gaming YouTuber. Again, we've kind of covered him, Video Game Donkey.
Yeah.
So I think he was on like 2 million subs probably this time last year, maybe a year and a half ago. Now he's approaching 5. He's on 4.9.
Really?
So,
wow.
Yeah. So when he had 1 million, if I'm not wrong, he did like a video. Like a lot of YouTubers do this, where they just kind of celebrate and say thank you.
Was that the one where he went dancing in the streets?
Yeah, I believe with the boombox, right?
Yeah. That was was funny.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what he's gonna do for the 5 million.
Yeah.
But it just kind of got me thinking about like how, I don't know if it's half a tradition, half it's just a cheesy thing that YouTubers feel they have to do when they reach a milestone.
Well, it's not that they feel they have to. It's like it's a big kind of, it's a big moment. 5 million, like that's a big milestone.
Yeah, unless you're one of those people that kind of go down from the milestone. And that being Ray William Johnson. He was on 10 million subs, and now he's on 9.9.
Oh, really? Yeah, but
that sucks.
I know, but apparently one thing that happens when you are about to hit the big number is it kind of wavers around there a lot because people see you're about to hit it, so they kind of mess with you. They unsub.
Oh, yeah. That is true. But unfortunately for him, he's been on like 10 for like 3 years, and now he's on 9.9.
Yeah, no, that is not good.
Yeah, but he's one of the few YouTubers that I know that end up going to Facebook. Like Facebook do ads now, and it's I won't say it's like as sufficient as YouTube is, but it can pay the bills. and you can have a simple like channel kind of thing going on it.
Really? So you can get
Yeah,
paid for the ads on YouTube,
yeah,
on
yeah,
Facebook videos? Wow.
yeah. And they even have like the little ad breaks as well. You see them coming,
Oh, no
and
way.
it's not neat. Definitely to watch on a browser. On your phone, sure, but it could do with a little UI. You know, somebody from the big dogs to be like, no, come on, guys.
Yeah.
This needs to look a lot better.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, no. But that's yeah. I mean, those are kind of the highlights. I've watched loads of like music and like weird stuff. That is nothing special, but that is on my history.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Evo. It's
The fighting
yeah, the
championship.
fighting game tournament where like different fighting games, all the best people come to usually Vegas, and they do like the final tournament, big cash money prizes as well.
Yeah.
So I was watching it for a game called Tekken 7, and they've never had an American like get to the semi-finals and finals. It's always been either usually Koreans or from people from Japan.
Oh, really?
But then finally they had one guy, I think his name was like Lil Majin, and the whole crowd was like USA. They were believing it, and my goodness. Normally people in the tournaments wear headphones to like stay in control.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
took it off because of the support he was
Really?
getting. So it was
Oh,
really
man.
nice and emotional to watch.
Did he win?
He got to the semi-final but lost in the semi-final.
So they can
Or
get there
in the
now,
finals.
but still not good enough.
Yeah.
Still not quite good enough.
Yeah, yeah, but he made a name for himself, which is good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of cinema since.
Oh, really? You've gone back to cinema
Yeah.
since? Are you
I just
kidding?
got back
Wow.
into they're on 8 million subs now.
Are they? Damn.
Yeah, and when we covered them, they were like 5 or
Really?
like 5.5.
So we covered them like a year ago, less than a year.
Yeah, yeah, and
Damn.
nothing's obviously changed, same format, but he's now becoming more like it's more for comedy rather than the stuff he's picking out. So
Okay,
some of the
yeah.
jokes he's making are not actually criticizing it. He's just like referencing other things. So he's becoming a bit looser.
Okay.
So
Because it used to
yeah,
be kind of a 50-50 sort of, serious, not serious, but,
yeah,
cinematography, film type stuff, and then just pure comedy.
yeah. But now it's just like comedy first. Oh, and here's those sin points that I used to do. Just for those people who've been with me since sub 1.
Well, yeah. What is it worthwhile checking out?
If you've watched, so I only do it for the movies I've watched. So he did Ready Player One recently, made such good points. Actually, it's like when I watched the movie, I wasn't thinking that same way, but it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, he's covered. If you've watched the movie on his list of videos, definitely give it a try.
Yeah.
He's still going strong.
Cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Okay, that's cool. So I've obviously been 2 weeks since I've been on the podcast, and I've had a few binges.
Oh my, binges.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and a few binge. I've just been jumping from like one binge to the next kind of thing. Like I'm just on this channel, like a few days, boom, nail this
so
channel.
you complete the binge and you start a new
And then
one.
I go on exactly. Then the next one, and then whatever. Okay, so basically, it started off with Gus Johnson, who makes very short, like, comedy videos. I've spoken about him before. He's amazing. We'll drop his channel in the link dump in the description. But we talked about him before. Then I also got into Dude Perfect. So
Oh man, see, this does happen to me as well. When we cover somebody, you end up watching a lot more than the prep we did for the podcast.
Yeah. So we covered him covered these guys 2 episodes ago, and I said at the time, I like them. I like certain series, but I'm not crazy about them. And
Oh boy.
that actually still stands. That still
Oh,
stands.
okay.
Like,
Okay. I thought we were gonna have to make a Dude Perfect version 2.0
Yeah.
podcast.
So their kind of bread and butter, like what they got famous for and what they still do a lot of, is the trick shot videos.
Yeah.
Throw the ping pong in the cup, throw the ball in the hoop,
I like how you make it sound so simple.
I mean,
yeah, put the thing in the thing.
Look, if we boil
8
it
million
down,
views.
that is all it is. Okay, let's be
Yeah.
honest. But I don't like them. I just think they're boring. Like, I get it. It can be satisfying, bit of fun to watch, whatever. But I don't like them. So I've just been watching their TV show. Not their TV show.
TV show.
The one that's like TV panel show style. What is it called again? We actually spoke about it in the episode.
Is it one of their like series? You know, the ones that have episode 2, episode 3.
Yeah, exactly. But it's their kind of newest series. Oh yeah, here we go. It's called Overtime. You know, it's the one they're on a panel.
Oh right, gotcha.
You know, they've got different segments in it. That's the best. But the thing is, there's only a few videos. There's like 4 or 5 videos in that series so far. But that one's great.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. And then also I've been watching the battles. So the battles are where like they just pick a thing, like Nerf guns on a blow up thing on the
Oh yeah,
river.
the island battle one.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, and they're head to head. They've got a race to the end. Whoever wins.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
that adds a bit more to it because it's not everyone doing the same thing. They're at least against each other.
Now, thing is, I don't like all of them. I've only really liked some of them, like the really kind of interesting ones. So some examples are they had to build a boat. They each had to build a boat, and it was actually pretty awesome. You know, they got like one guy built out of netting and then put tape over the netting. One guy was hammering wood together. That was pretty cool. There was
because do you know why? Because it shows the real them. You know,
yeah.
Not everything has to be perfect. Let's see them think about what they're doing.
Exactly. It's like it's sponsored, but it's not like set up in that way. It's just really kind of loose, and they always end up with something really crappy. The another one they've done a couple of times is this golf tournament. Well, not tournament. This golf. They do a golf course, like 9 holes, or maybe even 18, where all they can use, they have like 6 or 8 different implements from different sports. So they have a tennis racket with a tennis ball, they have a baseball bat, baseball ball, they have a ping pong bat, ping pong ball, they have bow and arrow, they have a Nerf ball, you know, ones that you can throw far. They have a football. They have all these things, and they have to use all of them to get to the hole at the end of the course.
Oh, okay, that's clever.
It's pretty good. It's actually pretty entertaining. So I was enjoying that. But yeah, I just watched a bunch of their videos, few days. I downloaded loads of them, just like watching them when I was on trains and stuff.
All right, we get it. You have YouTube Premium.
Yeah,
we get it.
Yeah. So that was that. Yeah, that was cool. The final 2 that I've been on binges for, I got from this great Reddit thread. Just for the record, I did not get these from YouTube recommendations because YouTube recommendations suck.
You just got it subreddit YouTube recommendations.
Yeah. That probably is one. I should check for that. But
I should check that out. If it doesn't exist, I'll make it.
Yeah. So I got it on artisan videos, which is a great subreddit. It gives you so many good videos of just like people that are really good at a craft, either just making stuff kind of silently, or the videos from what's the guy who lives in the woods and makes houses and stuff?
Primitive Technology.
Yeah, Primitive Technology. We covered him before as well. Lots of his videos get put on there where it's just kind of, you know, silent. Somebody is good at a craft making things. But then also there's ones where it's people explaining it as they're doing it. And they're all just so interesting, soothing, and like completely out of what you normally know.
Out of that rapid, you know, it's like being in the capital city versus, you know, the countryside.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it's
capital city of YouTube is just everything so rash and just clickbait, fast,
this is so accurate.
blah, blah, blah.
That is so accurate. So the first one I got off there was Pasta Grannies. I'm going to drop the link in the description, okay? Pasta Grannies. This.
Wait, okay. Let me see if I can.
You wanna?
Let me see. Okay, so that is the YouTube channel name.
Yeah.
Okay, I would. Okay, obviously it's either the simple one where you got grannies, like not Gilmore Girls, Golden Girls, like four grannies in a kitchen, and they do a little like the Great British Bake Off style, and they make the best pasta between them. Not even
No,
close.
no.
Okay.
So, what? Firstly, let me just tell you about a bit about how it's filmed. So
So I'm
it's
assuming, oh, back in
yeah.
1942.
No, but it's filmed like those TV shows where somebody travels the world and goes and discovers the cooking in different areas.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah.
filmed like one of those. It's filmed like a TV show. You'd think watching it like, oh, this must be just straight from the TV, but it's not. So what it is this woman goes to Italy and she travels all around Italy, speaking with different grannies, these old women who are basically like the last people alive still making pasta in certain ways.
Oh,
It's super interesting. So the idea behind the channel is we want to preserve these recipes and these traditional ways of making pasta because once these women are gone, that's it. Nobody else knows how to make this stuff.
right.
So it's
Oh, wow.
it's so interesting. Like that she goes and these women don't speak English most of the time, and she's just like translating, and it's all a bit. But it's just them with their craft making all kinds of like amazing looking, some are a bit bad looking, pastas. So there's one.
And so I was going to quickly ask, are one of the people, oh, sorry, one of the people, are some of the people they meet just grannies that are at home, or do they all have like their restaurant that they've
No, no,
had at
no.
one point?
This is them in their homes. This is family recipes. This is not nothing that is getting sold to anyone. They are literally just in their home, like, yeah, this is what I do. It's super kind of intimate and nice and real, and
Yeah.
it's really interesting. So I'll give you an example. One of the types of pasta this woman made was she firstly makes pasta, but then she stretches it out over and over again, so it's really, really thin. So kind of like noodles, but like maybe even thinner. It's like kind of like hair almost. Not quite, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like hair, like really thin. And then she lays that out flat on the top of this round basket thing, and then lays another layer of it, sort of at a right angle, so on top, and then layers this up like 3, 4, 5 layers. And by the time it's dried, it comes off in big pieces like tree bark. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like tree bark. It's just these big
Huh.
chunks, kind not thin but crispy kind of chunks. It's so weird and interesting.
Just when you think you know pasta, you
Yeah,
don't.
I'm telling you. And there's other ones like these little pockets that they twist and do. It's really interesting, and they're quite short. They're like 3-minute kind of videos.
Yeah.
It's cool. So I've been watching a few of those. I really want to make pasta now as well.
Oh man, I'm happy I'm going to Italy soon. I not that I'm gonna find these grannies, of course, but if any of them are related or linked to any kind of restaurant or
Yeah.
pass their ideas to them, I'm going there.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'm jealous of that. Some of them look absolutely amazing. Some of them look weird, like
Yeah,
these
of
like
course.
thick kind of broths that are just pure cheese, just like melt. Just looks a bit too heavy. But
Yeah.
mostly look absolutely amazing. It's really cool. So
Oh
yeah,
man, I love channels like that.
yeah. It's just so niche and so random out of nowhere. But so then the other one is called Essential Craftsman.
Okay.
And oh boy, this is so wholesome and so interesting and skilled, and it's great. It's actually great. So it's this dude he's just a builder, not really a builder. He's more like I don't know what you call like the head of the builders.
Right.
He's
Yeah, sure.
he's like
Like he's not full on only construction. He's just
no, he's like a construction manager or the planner kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. Brains of an architect, brains of a, builder, all put together.
Yeah, exactly. And he goes there and oversees the site and everything. So
Yeah.
it's just him talking through different methods and the technicalities and the engineering and the work that goes into doing what seems to, everyday person as really basic things. So the one I came in on, and we'll drop this link in the description, the one I came in on was them building this wall out in a really hot country. I think maybe somewhere in Africa, I think. And it's just building this cinder block wall that is like 80 feet long. So it's a really long wall. And he's just talking about how everything has to be perfect. And he shows you the way they lay the foundations with the cement. And he's talking about how, if this is an inch out, that wall's going to crack, because as soon as the wind hits it, that pressure along a wall that size, it's like a sail on a boat, and it's just going to instantly crack this thing if this foundation is not absolutely 100% perfect. And he's showing, we've got to account for the slight incline on the slope where we're putting this wall.
A lot of thought goes into this.
It's insane. And then he's talking about how just the act of stacking up materials in the right places can save you hundreds of hours of time. So literally, when you're gonna build a wall, one of the big skills is just knowing where we should put the blocks, so we don't have to carry them too far to put them on top of the wall, if you see what I mean. And then the cement can't be too far away from... It's so insanely technical, and the engineering that goes into it. And this guy wears suspenders. He's quite
yes. Does he have a pocket watch as well?
No, dude, but he's got these jeans with big... He just looks so awesome. And he's really... He speaks really well, and he's
that's what I was going to ask. Like, video-wise, how does he narrate it all?
Yeah, it's just him speaking to the camera or speaking over... something whilst we watch what's doing. So another one was like just laying a concrete driveway. It's like, whatever, I mean, with that, with the one with the wall, I was like, I'll check this out. Ended up watching like the whole thing. It's about 15 minutes. I just got instantly drawn in. It was really interesting. So it's just him speaking to the camera in his suspenders, and he speaks very well, he explains things very well, and he's just incredibly knowledgeable, but he's also so into it as well. It's really nice.
That's the best part. Because you don't want somebody who's just showing off that they have, wisdom and knowledge.
Exactly.
He's enjoying his craft.
He is legit. He's been doing this like 20, 30 years, he's awesome. But really recommend that, just for a bit of a chill break in the city YouTube, like David was saying,
Oh man, I would love to be like his video editor, like doing it for like that uncle or that godfather kind of thing. Like what a great job.
So let's see. Yeah, that's basically it. That's kind of been my... I also watched the newly released KSI diss track on Logan Paul.
Right, I have not seen that.
It was fine. It was an okay song. KSI's voice is still really annoying.
I assumed he was a bit better with editing though.
Yeah.
To hide that away.
No, but it's still him. Yeah. You can't hide that. It's still him.
On that same note though, I did watch the Jake Paul Champion song. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Yeah, he made a song, basically the chorus is he's a champion. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. He's going to beat Deji.
Wow.
Case in point.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, but just like how I remember in one podcast, you mentioned how unnecessary maybe Logan's swearing in his last song after his whole incident in Japan.
Yeah.
Like just normally they would censor or just not have that in the song. Jake Paul just went full on F word in every sentence. Yeah.
On his channel?
Yeah, it's his music video on his channel. So it's one of those where it's like, I think that's their way of just showing, I mean business, I don't care about money or something like that. But yeah, it was a bit surprising.
He literally he censors out every single swear word. He even says to people in some videos like, dude, can you not swear?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm appalled, in fact. I'm appalled.
You're appalled? Oh, that's great.
But yeah, the KSI video did make me laugh a bit in places. Like,
Yeah, I saw like the thumbnail. Clearly,
yeah,
it's
it's
got
like,
like a Logan lookalike or something.
yeah, and like fake Logan's dad, and
Oh, really? Oh, a whole storyboard.
yeah,
Interesting.
whole storyboard. It's some retarded story though. I mean, it's like, I don't know, these kids with their eyes
Well,
glowing.
yeah, that's actually a story.
Yeah, no, it actually is. So they're like, there's these kids that are watching the music video, and then their eyes are glowing. Like what? I have no idea. It makes no
Oh,
sense.
so surreal. Makes you want to watch it again just to get that hidden message.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah.
Oh man, this fight is next week. How are we gonna cover this? Let's do a podcast the day after. Oh, that
We
kind of
will,
works
yeah.
because it comes out on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah. In fact, guys, subscribe on whatever you use because the Logan Paul KSI fight is Saturday. David is going to it. I'll be watching it online, and we're going to be doing an episode all about it. But anyway, let's move on to the news. Why don't we?
Oh, let us do that.
So, first things first, I want to talk about is about, I think it was about 2 episodes ago, maybe 3, I mentioned how I had kind of come late to the party and had watched a bunch of This Is America parodies. So
Yeah.
I watched like This Is Sierra Leone, This Is Iraq, and one of them I mentioned was This Is Nigeria. Now, it was one of the better ones. It was quite well produced, quite funny, but it's just been banned by the Nigerian government.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, actually pretty interesting, pretty extreme. I mean, they're kind of what's it called? They're appealing it, and the artist has said this makes no sense. So basically, the line that the government said caused this was he raps, "This is Nigeria. Look how we living now. Look what we eating
Yeah.
now. Everybody be criminal," and it's that everybody be criminal.
Right. Well,
That's what
first
they
of all,
said.
that breaches no rules from YouTube's point of view. So they should not budge in just because it's the government speaking, considering they're an American.
Well, yeah, I mean
company.
they didn't though.
Okay.
Like YouTube haven't, nothing. It's just it hasn't actually been banned off YouTube. It's been banned in Nigeria.
Oh, so they can't watch it.
You can't. I don't know if they can still access it online, probably somehow, but it can't be played on the radio. Which apparently they were playing this on the radio, which is funny. And it can't be
That's
like
the
played
best.
on TV and stuff like that.
Right.
So I mean that's the line they said. It probably isn't. Like there's other stuff in it which is more, probably more not offensive, but more highlighting worse aspects of the government than that one particular line. So it's just kind of, if you're gonna ban it, can you at least tell us the real reason? Surely it's not because you said everybody be criminal. I mean that's obviously a joke,
Yeah. Like it's like, oh no,
like,
they know.
well,
Crap.
Yeah, like guys, people are gonna listen to this and think everybody
This
in
is gonna
Nigeria
affect tourism.
everybody's gonna, not everybody's a criminal, you guys. We promise. Jeez. What do they think is gonna?
Like, how many views did it get for them to think that that's the new world order?
Yeah. What is the issue here? Like everybody's what does that? And people in Nigeria are like, does that mean I'm a criminal?
And then
am
everyone
am I a criminal?
everyone just does the Purge movie. Just I
Well,
guess
yeah.
it's time.
Yeah, they stopped a riot. Okay, you guys. There's a good thing they banned this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of government censorship gone a bit wrong. It happens all the time. Luckily, not so much in the UK, but it happens plenty in around the world, not just Nigeria. But yeah, so apart from that, did you have any news bits you want to bring up, or should I just go through these bits that I've got over here?
No, I think we got the same.
Same list. Yeah, I mean, there has been a few bits, but they've been kind of quite big. Like that was quite a big one. That was reported like NME. I think it would have been across a bunch of stuff. But okay, so the next one is not YouTube directly, but related. So it's Ninja. So Ninja is like this really famous Fortnite player, plays Fortnite online on Twitch. You know him?
Kids love them.
Kids love him, it's true. And he said, this is a stupid story. This is actually quite annoying to me, but
It's actually not news. And I've seen a lot of
yeah.
other legit, like Rooster Teeth's YouTube, their news channel just gets so many dislikes with people saying the controversy here is the fact that you're actually raising this as news.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So Ninja said he doesn't usually stream with girls because he doesn't want there to be any rumors that come out. He's got a wife and stuff, and it's just out of respect for her, you know, because he knows, just like everybody else online knows, if you're seen talking to a girl or talking to someone of the opposite sex, then automatically rumors. Everyone's gonna be they're together.
And
happening.
I'm guilty of that too. There's one of the next best Fortnite players is TSM Myth, and he plays a lot with a girl called Pokimane. I immediately assumed they were together because of how they were speaking. Yeah, I mean, and it's not like I'm accusing them, but that's just how the internet is.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see a slight joke or a smile, and it's like, oh wow, and the internet goes crazy. And he said it was really off the cuff, really subtle, not just like I'm never ever streaming with girls. This is wrong. Yeah, blah blah. It was just I don't tend to stream with girls just out of respect for my wife, you know, because I know the kind of rumors that happen with when you do that. Fair enough, whatever. That's not a news story. We don't, whatever. Why do you care? Nobody cares. Obviously, Kotaku. These guys are always the culprits. Kotaku, Polygon, especially. They are actually one of the worst for these clickbait. Blah blah. We're a news site kind of things.
Yeah, it's like rice gum news.
Yeah, exactly. And they
anything out of anything.
And the headline is always, Ninja won't stream with women. Ninja will not play games with females.
He hates women.
It's like, oh my god, you guys, can you just take it easy?
I gotta give him credit though. That works. And the moment Ninja has to defend it, then it's like a story because you're defending it. I knew I was right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which he did. He had to do a statement on YouTube, on Twitter, just like basically saying what I just said. Just, you know, this was not a big thing. It's just trying to avoid the rumors and that kind of stuff, you know. Like, fair enough, because he just wants his home life to be separate. He wants them to be happy and comfortable. And there's plenty of rubbish, you know, completely stupid articles like this that get written about him without adding to the fire, you know. He doesn't need to invite that extra stuff in, just, you know.
Exactly. And do you know what I hate the most though? Is when you have, because obviously there's people on his side, there's people against him, but when the streamers are either on his side or not, that's the part that annoys me. So you have female streamers like, well, what you're saying about us is assuming that we're all bad people and want to flirt with you. That's not true. It's like, hey, he's not saying all of you. We don't have to make it more of a story. You're a streamer. You should see where he's coming from and just like let it go. You know? Yeah.
I mean,
you're a community.
Oh God, it's painful. Okay, well, let's move on. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Next one we got is Poppy, and she is coming back to London with another live gig. She's in the process of releasing a whole new album at the moment, which, have you listened to a lot of?
I listened to one or two of the songs that are on her YouTube channel, not like Spotify and listening to the whole thing. But
the whole thing isn't actually fully out yet.
Oh, it's not? Okay, that makes sense.
She's kind of drip feeding it, but I'm the same as you. Like, I've listened to one or two. I've listened on Spotify.
I wish it was different. You know?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's the same, but they don't seem as good as her old stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what the whole album is like, but I'm probably going to miss this gig. We'll see.
Even if it's really affordable?
If it's really affordable, then yeah, sure. You know, why not? It's content at the end of the day, so.
Oh, perfect. Just like a YouTuber would say.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I guess once the album comes out, it's worth a listen. But so far, the songs that have been released aren't that amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, an update on this IGN plagiarism stuff, which you reported on last week.
Yes, sir.
So, to summarize what happened, IGN, the one of the, if I think the biggest games website that there is, they do reviews, they do all kinds of stuff, and they found, or somebody, a small YouTuber found out that one of their reviewers had copied his review. They just taken the words, reworded it slightly, and put it out as their own work. Since then, IGN have pulled down that video, and they fired the writer. The writer issued a really lame apology, like so lame. He wasn't even saying sorry. It was so lame. And
I find so much humor and comedy in that one, though.
I know. I agree with you. It's just like, dude. I mean, I get why I get it, because your career is essentially over, and you want to try and salvage what you can, but dude, like, that's just
Everyone can read through you, but
Yeah,
it's hilarious that you're trying.
So he did that, and since then, loads more of his articles have been found to be plagiarized. There's sometimes he's taken entire reviews, sometimes he's taken from videos, sometimes he's literally taken from comments on particular comments on message boards across the internet.
Nice.
And literally just read them out word for word. And,
oh, I like this. I like that. Oh, I like that. Ooh, that looks good. I like
God.
that.
And there's like loads of examples. What IGN have done now, they've taken down everything that he's written. They've taken it all down. I will say, to their credit, they have handled this very well. It was like, no messing about. Like, boom, dude, you're gone. We're taking down your stuff. We're taking down everything you've written. And they've said, if we find the ones that we find to be okay and we want to keep, we'll put back up. But for now, everything's taken down. So they've handled it well. But, it's...
Yeah, considering a lot of other situations where the person involved doesn't handle it well, I'll give IGN credit here.
Yeah, and this guy is actually a YouTuber as well. He actually started out as a YouTuber, I think. He's got, I don't know.
Yeah, his channel now is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I haven't checked it out. I checked it out like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's just like him. Okay, what I'm hoping after IGN stop nitpicking and finding all of these examples is I want him to make a video for every review that's taken down. Like, nope, wasn't me.
Yeah.
And then another video. Nope, that was that other guy. That was Ben.
That's not me. No, that was not me. No. That's named wrong. That's not me. Oh dear.
But he's getting views now because all the attention's on him. So from his point of view, he's doing well. He's getting those ads whilst he still can.
I know.
Before his career is is over.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, because it ain't gonna last. People are
so
not
get
a
what you
fan
can.
of you, dude. I mean, what an idiot! To be honest, how did this even happen in the first place? It's
just the guy who got away with it and didn't know why people are so stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
or he felt they were
so bad. I mean, that kind of brings us to the end of the news for this week, I think. David, do you have anything you want to add?
I was just curious from your point of view. I know the ninja thing is small, but just other situations like this where you explaining yourself only adds more fuel to the fire. What do you think is the best way? Do you think it's to go silent or say that one apology and every time, Polygon or freaking The Guardian come back at you, just ignore it? Or do you think it's better to keep going at them till your point comes across? Like, I'm trying to think, what is the best PR move?
Yeah, I think for something like this, okay, where it's really just it's really a non-story. I think
that everyone else has made a story.
I actually think what he's done is good. Like, he just released a very small, simple statement, on his Twitter, just a few sentences, just to clarify, so it's there. So, because the thing is, he's got to protect himself, right? Because what's going to happen is people are going to see these headlines and go, oh my god, Ninja, he's sexist. I don't like him. So he's got to at least just put up his thing and say no. Now I think that's kind of the right way to go. Like, you don't want to go on about it too much, because then it kind of does seem like you're being too defensive.
Yeah.
Whereas the way he's done it is just simple. If somebody can go there and just see, okay, fair enough, this is the actual real thing.
Yeah. And to carry on streaming, like don't give it like a little break, like you're learning a lesson or something. Just be yourself. Nothing has changed.
Yeah. Now, I mean, that's not always the case. I mean, I think with PewDiePie, so many articles get written about him, and every time he mentions them, he brings them up, he says, I hate even referencing these, I shouldn't even give them any attention. And it's like, yeah, dude, you shouldn't. You really shouldn't, because they are all pointless, not even sat in reality. Just don't even talk about it. Just leave it alone.
And these news outlets are like, oh boy, I hope he says our name.
Yeah, literally, yeah. All they need for them to get clicks is for him to go, oh, Polygon wrote another dumb article about me.
Yeah, and then to put the article in the description and bam.
No, even without that, because he's not going to give them the traffic. He won't do that.
Yeah,
even without that,
but people will.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, someone like him, I think, just don't mention it, seriously.
Yeah, carry on. Don't try and like find examples or stream with a girl or something like that.
Yeah.
Just carry on.
Yeah. All right.
And then there was just one more thing.
Oh, okay,
Did you know that Alex Jones now got suspended off Twitter?
Yeah, but he's only been given like a 1-week suspension.
Yeah, but then did you see the whole build up to it? Like, the Jack, which I find so cool, the CEO or whatever of Twitter.
No, go ahead.
So I'll make it really quick, but he after this whole Alex Jones thing and everyone else took him off completely, Alex Jones put out a tweet saying, "We are not getting him off Twitter because he's breaching no rules." And everyone went furious. But it's like, dude, the guy who owns the company is saying, and he has pointed out show me where he's breached our rules, and then we'll do it. But then he ended up replying to so many people, which is kind of covering the thing that I was saying. Do you just say your point and ignore everyone? He kept on like, no, but this to everyone who was like, that's a stupid tweet. How dare you keep him on, blah, blah, blah. Till eventually he gave in to this pressure because clearly the hate was probably bad for stocks and blah, blah, blah. So it was like, we have now reviewed this and we're suspending him. It's like, it's not even about Alex Jones here. It's the fact that you let everyone change your mind.
Yeah, but
I guess it's the right thing in the end, but stand up for what you think,
Yeah, I don't think that... I think the only reason that happened was I don't think he reviewed the situation fully enough before.
Fine. Yeah, he saw the big... Well, did he only see the full extent because of what people said? Surely he is... Of all people to tweet mistakes, he should not be that guy. You own the platform.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway. I was just shocked by how I just saw it happening. I literally saw his first tweet and I saw tweets after like, but if you think about it,
I can't believe it was actually him replying to all this stuff. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah, it was like and he was replying like some celebrity or verified people as well. So it's like I saw a guy falling into like any Logan Paul situation where everyone's like attacking you, and I didn't think on Twitter that the guy of Twitter would be those guys.
Exactly.
Oh man, it was embarrassing.
I mean, they actually held out for a long time before they took him down, because they were getting that pressure for a while, because everything else, including Spotify of all places, but it's just that guy. I think Alex Jones really does need to be taken down, because he doesn't just spread hate, he spreads hate fueled with misinformation.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
It's just, it makes... None of it adds up. None of it is based in fact. It's just, ridiculous. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I think we need to wrap up the episode there, David.
Yep.
Thank you all for listening. Do follow us on SoundCloud, on iTunes Podcasts, on whatever Android app you use, or follow us on YouTube. Drop us a comment on YouTube or Twitter. My Twitter is @Glyphix, GLIPHYX. And David
is So Not David on pretty much everything I can think of.
So yeah, let's hear your thoughts, and thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, we'll be covering a new YouTuber at some point, and if you don't like what we're saying, we won't take the podcast
Whoa,
down.
whoa, whoa. Not some point. It's going to be next Tuesday, 8 p.m.
Oh,
GMT. Follow
every Tuesday.
to get that sweet, sweet next episode. In advance, I'm promising
Nice.
it's going to be a good one.
I'm looking forward to it.
Preempting that. All right, thank you for listening. See you all next week. Bye-bye.
See ya.